Good morning. Right, bit of a different one today. Simple reason that I am in a position where I've had no sleep today. And the reason I had no sleep is because I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about games releases and what to expect in the near future. And it got me all excited about what maybe I'll be playing in 6 months' time, so I thought I'm going to share it all with you before we do our usual all that stuff. Now, bit of a disclaimer to start with. I am not saying that I'm going to be playing these games or that I can stream them. There's a lot of speculation here, and obviously there may come a time when I can afford to buy these games and there may be able to stream them, or I may not. So I will try, if I can, to play these games, and I will try and stream them. But there's a lot of things going on there. There's the finances for a start. 60 quid these days, £60 is a lot of money in the UK for a game, especially for someone like me who's maybe older and not as rich as I used to be. Thinking times are hard, and £60 is a lot of money to find it for a game. So finances might affect it. It may be that simply the games are out of my reach for other reasons. There are several caveats about these games, and also I'm not entirely sure that I'll buy them straight off the bat anyway. I'll explain a bit more about that in a moment. Just briefly going in here, you'll see that I've been collecting power armour since the last time I spoke to you. I've done a couple of missions and I've got nearly a full set of Raider armour, minus the left leg there, you see. And I've got a set of X01 armour without a helmet, without the right arm, without the right leg. All this will come. Obviously I'm getting to the point now, in Fallout 4 I had about 12 sets of armour. So I had 12 sets of power armour. So I'm probably at the stage where I'll be collecting that soon. This is my little bunker place. I've decorated it a bit in here as well. Yesterday I was speculating why I couldn't use the fruit machine that I've got in my upstairs bit. I've just realised it because I need a power supply to it, so I'll do that later. Anyway, all this is besides the point. I'm going to get through this stuff first of all. I've been watching a lot of videos about the what's available in future in various gaming. My phone's tracking chat, and I don't want to basically do that and have the video playing in the background and waste the battery. So yes, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. A lot of my information has come from various trailers and reactions to them. Quite a bit of the Fallout information has come from interviews with Todd from Bethesda in various formats in IGN, and in the next 6 months or so this is going to be quite an exciting time for gamers. Now, the other reason I was saying that I might not be playing these games is because I am very wary of buying games new, fresh off the bat. You may recently have, I've got notes here by the way, so I'll keep looking at the notes, I apologise. For instance, we had Redfall and we had Gollum recently, and we all know what steaming piles of rubbish they were. Redfall was virtually bugged from the start. There was so much wrong with it, it just wasn't worth it. Gollum, the most boring game I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm always wary about getting excited about a game and then finding out it's going to be a complete pile of poo. So probably even with the ones that I'm excited about, I won't be buying them until I've seen at least a couple of gameplay videos on YouTube. And even then, they'd have to be not perfect, because no game's perfect, but there would have to be very, very few bugs, and the gameplay would have to excite me on release. I don't want to buy a game and 6 months later I'm still waiting for patches to improve the bug situation, or I'm waiting for new content to make it more exciting. The makers of Gollum, Daedalus Games, have released apology for their game, basically trying to say, oh, we're going to make it better and we're going to improve it, and there'll be bug patches and fixes. You can't polish a turd, simple as that. The game is absolute rubbish, and to improve it they need to take it all, deconstruct it and build up from the ground up, which, let's face it, Bethesda did with this Fallout 76 game. They deconstructed it, added Wastelanders, but it's more or less a rebuild of the game, and I don't think Daedalus are up to that. They're usually point and click company. They make point and click adventures. I don't think they're up to that. Keep moving about just so you don't get bored with the same scenery all the time. The other day, for some reason, I sold all my bobbleheads. I don't know why I did it. They're all stacked there nicely on display, and then I sold them all. But anyway. Right, so on with this. There are several games I'm excited about. Now, obviously the first one is Starfield, which I'll come back to later, and that especially is a bit iffy for me because Bethesda promised everything with Fallout 76 and delivered nothing. Starfield is, I feel, very ambitious, very, very ambitious, and as we all know, with very ambitious games come problems, usually bugs. They reckon there's over 1,000 planets but only 4 cities. That worries me slightly. If there's only 4 cities, what do the other planets consist of? Are we in a No Man's Sky situation when there's virtually nothing on the other planets apart from the same method of mining and so on? If it is Fallout in space, then there must be things on other planets to keep you occupied, otherwise then it's going to become very boring very quickly. Also, several people have said that you can't fly in the atmosphere of the planets, therefore you've got to walk everywhere, therefore if there is nothing on the other planets it's going to be very boring. Basically, with Starfield there's just so much going on that I feel they might be overly ambitious and they might end up shooting themselves in the foot. So that's why I wouldn't buy that first off. We'll come on to more Fallout stuff later on. I've got loads of notes here, I'm sorry about it. So, games that I've been looking at particularly were Lies of P, which is a game, and if you haven't come across it, it's a game based on the story of Pinocchio and Geppetto. But make no mistake, it's not a game for children. It is not a fairy story. It is a very adult take on that story, and it is very heavily influenced by Bloodborne. If you've played Bloodborne, which is a Dark Souls type game, it is probably better than Dark Souls in my opinion. If you've played Bloodborne, you'll know that that is a very dark, very gritty sort of universe to be in. So if you're expecting a kid thing and buy it for your 14-year-old, don't, basically. It's not that kind of game. So, that's that one, Lies of P, which looks good. I played Bloodborne, I played all the I played all the Souls games, and they're all good. But I'm sure burnt out on those, so I probably won't get that one unless it's maybe goes down in price. Still a good game, I'd recommend it. People are actually playing it online on the YouTube channels now, and there is plenty of gameplay on. There's a demo of it out at the moment, that's due out release in September. But the demo is playable and it's got quite a lot of content. I think there are 2, maybe 3 bosses in it, so well worth a look, download it. And of course the other thing is, a lot of this stuff I got from the Xbox showcase, which came out recently, whereas I'm more a PC gamer at the moment, so I have fact checked whether all these games are available for PC, and they are. So if I say a game is available, you can get it for PC, with one caveat which I'll come to in a minute. Okay, so that was Fable. No, sorry, Fable. That was Lies of P. Next comes Diablo 4, which is also actually available, which is available now. It's available as we speak. Expensive, yes. It's a sort of AAA game. I've never played Dungeon Crawls up till recently, apart from Baldur's Gate, and I always had the impression Dungeon Crawls were more for your mobile gamer. Apparently not. Apparently this one is quite popular on console and PC. It's a very good game. It's been played at the moment by a guy called Sam, who's Menusteric Games on YouTube. Excellent content provider. And let's go there for a little while. So yeah, I can sort of recommend that one. It's a top-down crawler. It's not going to set the world, but it's a relaxing game. It's one of those games where you don't have to memorise endless key presses and work out the timing of enemies and all that sort of thing. It's just going around shooting things and killing things and doing small quests. It's something you can play, and it doesn't take not too much out of it. It's not too demanding, and in that case, if it ever goes down in price, I might buy it, but I wouldn't buy it for a full price at the moment. So there's that one. Next one, which I only found out about this morning, which is not released yet, but which will be released in due course, is the new Fable. I haven't actually got a release date on that one. I can't remember what the release date will be, but it probably won't be for a while yet. But it's a game where, shall we say, the lead character I don't want to get into social political stuff, but it's the fact that the main character may be slightly divisive. I won't go any further than that because I really don't want to get gaming should be about gaming, not about social charm and social politics. But any game which goes out to be, can I say, stunning and brave, I think that might give you some idea of what I'm talking about. Any game that sets out to do that is going to end up being more about social politics than about the game, and that is something that shouldn't happen. For me, a game should stand on its own merits, so I won't say any more about that, but I think the new Fable will be putting itself in that situation. So that's that one. Another one that's coming out fairly shortly, in 2024 apparently, this one, is Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I had a look at 10 minutes of gameplay courtesy of Ubisoft, who are making this. Now, yeah, I know your heart sinks, doesn't it? Ubisoft are no better at making brand new games than Bethesda are. But it looks pretty good from what I've seen so far. Bear in mind, this is based on 10 minutes of gameplay from the manufacturer, from the studio themselves, not from users. Nobody can play this, there's no demo, it's just basically what I've seen on YouTube so far. It looks very Fallout 4. It looks very Fallout 76 come to that. It's that kind of vibe, except everything's not falling apart as it is in the Fallout games. It's an open world, and that is something that, actually I'll clarify that, it is a seamless open world. And basically what it comes down to is a lot of games have been open world, and to a certain degree, Star Wars Survivor was sort of open world, but this one sets out to be, as with Ubisoft's previous offerings, it's Valhalla, all the Assassin's Creed games and the Far Cry series and so on, is all open world, and this one sets out to be the same as far as I can see, except it's set in the Star Wars universe. Looks good, but again, 10 minutes of gameplay is going to tell me nothing, so be careful. Right, I think we're going let's have a look. Possibly there's talk about Fallout 4 Next Generation. Now, I'm a bit on the fence about this one. Fallout 4 is a good game. I've played it endlessly. Is it really worth bringing out a Next Generation version? My consoles, I've got two consoles, PS4, which I'm just looking at over there, and an Xbox. The Xbox is only an Xbox One S. The PS4 is obviously a PS4. Neither of these are going to run next gen stuff, so unless they produce a trickle down version for the previous generation. I won't be playing anything on Xbox or PlayStation for the foreseeable future. It will be on PC. But if they did a PC version and revamped it and made it a reasonable price on what, if they're trying to sell it as a new game and new game price, definitely not. Right, so that's Fallout 4. Now, I'm referring to my notes here and really trying to getting through this so you don't bore you too much. Starfield. Now, obviously, we talked about the fact that it is very ambitious, and chances are it's going to be pretty boring. I'm sorry to keep showing the same view all the time. You can look at my power armor for a little while. Having said that, it is obviously quite an exciting game. Now, you may have said to me, well, Phil, last time you were really excited. You could tell in your voice you were really excited by it. I am really excited by it. I can't get myself excited to the point where I will buy it new. This is the point I'm trying to get off. No game these days, bearing in mind the Redfalls and the Golems of this world, I will not buy a game unless I know that I'm going to enjoy it. I simply cannot afford to spend £60 on a game and then find out that it's as I said earlier, a bit of a turd. There's just no way I can do it. So I have to be very careful. Okay, so with that out of the way, if Starfield is any good, and I'm not sure whether I'm about to stream it either, because basically another caveat is that you have to have, and they've actually said this in their blurb, you have to have an SSD. You cannot play it from a hard drive, which I thought was a bit strange, because that's going to knock a lot of people out of the ballpark. Many people who haven't got an SSD in their computer, or have only got a boot SSD, which tends to be about 256 gigabytes, which is enough to run Windows, which is enough to run this game as well. So unless you've got an SSD, you can forget it. Luckily, I bought one for my computer, so I can run it. But that's going to knock a few people out. And I've completely lost track of what I was saying there, but GPU wise, I fall in sort of mid-range. I believe I discussed this the other day. I fall in the mid-range of what it will run on. So yes, it's ambitious. If it only runs on SSD, that implies that there are timing issues with running it from a hard drive. Also implies that how can I put it? The whole frames per second thing, it worries me. The whole frames per second thing, you can only run it on an SSD. All these caveats. Now, a lot of people won't be happy with 30 frames a second. They want 60 or nothing. But obviously, there's some kind of timing issue with 60 FPS. God, I can't even speak properly today. That is going to cause problems. So, Starfield, I would like to get it, but until I'm sure that all this is ironed out, I'm going to give it at least 6 months until after release. Then if I can stream it, I would love to share it with you guys, but we'll see. That was the other thing, streaming. Will I be able to stream? Well, I don't know. If I can't, then I'm afraid that's the way I have to be. Why is my machine? Is that okay, or is it? Just wondering what's issuing black smoke. Get out of it. Right, okay, let's have a look at that. And mind you, everything chucks black smoke out of this game, so there you go. Yes, okay. Right, so on to other things. We're finally getting on to Bethesda generally. I've done the Star Wars thing, I've done Diablo 4, Fable and all that, and it's time to get on to everyone's favourite game at the moment, which is Fallout 76. And also partially the future of Bethesda games, apart from Starfield. Now, everyone's talking about Elder Scrolls 6 as well. Now, apparently after Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6 is the next project. Now, there were some of us who were hoping that after Starfield, the next one would be Fallout 5. Well, in an interview with IGN, Todd spelled this out most emphatically, that there is not going to be a Fallout 5 until at least after Elder Scrolls 6, and probably not after that. So I don't think we'll be seeing a Fallout 5 certainly until maybe getting on towards the end of this decade. It's 2023 now. It takes about 5 years to develop a game, and they're not even developing it yet. Elder Scrolls 6 is in development now. Give that 5 years, that will take us to 2027. Allow 5 years for development after Elder Scrolls was released, and that'll take us well into 2030, maybe even later. So next decade at least, I would think. So I wouldn't be in a hurry for Fallout 5. However, he hadn't in this interview ruled out the possibility that he would allow third parties to get involved in the Fallout universe under supervision from Bethesda Studios. So there's a couple of things in the offering at the moment which you may or may not be aware of. One of them is Fallout London, which is, as far as I can understand it, being designed by a group of modders, and that there are videos all over the internet about that one. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking this morning. There are videos all over YouTube about Fallout London. Just search Fallout London, you'll find loads of them. They've got a channel and everything. And basically it's exactly what it says. It's a Fallout set in London, which is nice, because as a UK we tend to get forgotten about by everybody. Everything's set in America apparently. So no, we are getting Fallout London. That is, as I understand it, is kind of like a DLC for Fallout 4. So that carries on Fallout for the time being, until such time as Fallout 5 comes to fruition. And also apparently there's one for Miami which is not advertised that well. I don't know who's making that, I have no idea, but there's Fallout Miami. And both these things will help carry on the Fallout thing until later on, when Fallout 5 is developed. In the same vein, there's no reason I can see why, if those are a success, and I'm not sure how much they'll cost, there's no information on price on either of those at the moment. In fact, I've seen very few videos about Fallout Miami at all, so I'm sure it's there, but I don't know how much it costs. I don't know when it's even nearly ready, whereas Fallout London is being developed as we speak. So that will carry on Fallout 4 for a little while. Now Fallout 76 keeps releasing new updates, and those I'll be coming on to in a second. So that will carry on the Fallout universe. Whether or not it will keep people happy is another matter. Hopefully, these groups of modders and whatever might even be allowed by Bethesda to work on Fallout 5, but you can't really tell. I mean, it really depends. And I would think if Bethesda were going to team up with anybody, it would be with a proper studio, not with a group of modders who. Sorry, bear with me a second. Not with a group of modders. It won't work like that. I'll get back to this in a minute. Bear with me a second. I think we've got all back. In fact, I might run away. Just run away for a little while until I finish talking about what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we're coming on to. I'll get back to that battle in a minute. Now we're coming on to the Fallout 76 stuff, because Fallout 76 is really carrying the banner for Fallout. This is what's really going to carry it into the next generation. And this is where speculation comes in about Fallout 5. Would it be in terms of positioning? Would it be something like Fallout 76, or would it be more like Fallout 4? Would it be a single player, or will it be online? Until they start designing it, we won't know. But in the meantime, Fallout 76 is carrying the banner. So, as regards new updates for that, in 2024 we are getting a new expedition. Now, you may be familiar with expeditions. If you play the game, you probably are. And the last one was the Pit in 2022. And the Pit was Pittsburgh, and it was just basically a really, really hardcore version of Appalachia. I tried going there once, I died within seconds of getting there, and it's tough enemies pretty much all the way. Now, the latest one that's been announced by Bethesda is not due till 2024, next year, and that is another one there. That is the Atlantic City update. Now, Atlantic City is, I would imagine, a bit more, not easier, but I would think it's probably less gunplay, more quests. From what I've had, hello Calvin, so I'll be with you in a sec. From what I've heard on YouTube, it's not going to be based around the idea that you have to get these ultra site cells to get there. I would think it'd be a bit easier to get there than that. Obviously, Atlantic City is a resort destination, so I would imagine there's more quests for NPCs, and also on the trailer for it, there was gambling going on. There's some more content. Obviously, there was gambling going on in a casino, whether that's part of the quest lines or whether it's part of the quest lines or whether it's just separate content. I don't know. It might be places you can go to. I would think there are more places that let's get this guy taking off slow. Yeah, so whether it's part of the quest lines or whether you actually go to these places and there are separate activities there, I don't know. We won't find out until 2024, but it looks to be something from the more, not casual player, but the player who's not into the heavy gunplay. So we'll see when the time comes. Next one is the Once in a Blue Moon, which is the next season starting, I think, in about a little while, about 20th of June. I can't remember what day it is. I think it's about the 14th today, so about 20th of June. The Once in a Blue Moon is going to have 2 new cryptids, loads more content, and basically it's going to be just an update to them. Whereas Atlantic City is like a DLC, this will be just added content, and there'll be a new scoreboard and that sort of thing. That's on the 20th. So that's pretty much the state of play at the moment. We've got lots of new games coming out in the near future. Two in September, quite a few next year. Particularly like the idea of Star Wars Outlaws. I'll give that a go. But again, with the caveat that I'm not going to get it until such time I'm sure I can play it and I can stream it and I will enjoy it. So there's that. Diablo 4 I'd play now if I had the money, but I haven't got the money at the moment. This has just come back from Tenerife. That gives you some idea of what money that I haven't got. And Fable, it's a difficult one. I'm not a fan of games getting involved in, I've made this clear, I'm not a fan of games getting involved in social politics. And if they're going to push that aspect of it, then the chances are I probably won't play it. I don't mind if it's mentioned, I just don't like the idea of it being a central part of the game that you have to accept the social politics of it all. I really don't like that. So I probably wouldn't play that unless I could be sure it wasn't going to do that. Golem wouldn't play from Save My Life, nor Red Bull. So all in all, lots of excitement coming up, but cautiously optimistic about it. Any new games I hear about, I'll let you know. And that's really about it. That's all I wanted to talk to you about today. So we get back to the Fallout games. I'm getting a little bit fed up with Fallout, and I guess you might be as well. Not from the point where I don't enjoy it, it's just it's the only game I play at the moment, and I've got to try and get some more games going again. I might go back to Red Dead Redemption for a little while. But the problem with that is, when you're... Hello Dave, yeah I'm good mate, you? When you're playing Red Dead Redemption you get a lot of griefers. In this game, the people who play the game with you are usually really nice people. In Red Dead Redemption you get a lot of griefers, and I just don't get on with that very well. Most of the time I'm playing for about half an hour and then somebody comes along and tries to sue me and drag me off somewhere, and that's not the sort of gameplay I want to present. I'd like to present a more balanced view of what I can do, not the fact that I'm getting regularly beaten by some 14-year-old who thinks it's a good idea to humiliate people. Games shouldn't be about humiliation. I don't find that people in this game do that. It's not the sort of thing where people who play this game seem to be more concerned with community, whereas in Red Dead Redemption it seems to be all they want to do is prove how tough they are, how strong they are, how well they can shoot, and I don't get on that. So I don't think I'll be playing too much Red Dead Redemption. I might go back to the main mission again because I've stopped doing that for a while. I don't know why, but I've stopped playing it for a while. Instead of going on the online version. I could get behind a new version or Fallout 5 with an online. Like if Fallout 5 was Fallout 76 again, but updated graphics, then I'll probably go for it. And they may well do that. Instead of Fallout 5, they may just decide they're going to do completely revamp the graphics engine of Fallout 76, and I could live with that. But I can't see them doing that unless it was going to be any great advantage to be able to resell the game new. And they're giving us a lot of I'm on Fallout 76 now. Yes, I mean I can't see them producing a new version of Fallout 76 all the time that the old one's still being played, and there's a lot of people playing it. So Fallout 5 will definitely be Fallout 5. I think it's just a question of when we see it, and they have to beat Fallout 4. They'll have to really make it a good story. Okay, so enough of all that. Anyway, I've thrown notes away now. There you go, all done. I'm sure it's not just because of me, mate. What have you got it downloaded on? Are you playing on PC, Dave, or are you playing on Xbox? Pause the video. I'll wear the battery down, I think. Playing on PC, brilliant. Okay, so we can get involved. Let me know if you're online when I am, and we can have a game. I know you're at work most of the time. We'll have to try and do it one evening. Now I don't have to worry about the wife ringing me now because she's back from her hole. So she's gone off to work today to earn some money. She's spent enough of it, so she should do. So she won't be ringing me until, she won't be getting home until later, so no interruptions at all. I can give you all my time this morning. Where did I get 330 atoms from? Last night, yeah, you can if you can find me, Dave. I'm not sure what my user. I haven't been on my Xbox for so long that I can't remember what my username is, but feel free to have me if you want. I'll find out what it is and I'll let you know next time I'm on stream. The other thing, of course, is now my wife is back from foreign climes, and also now I'm going back to work tomorrow. I work 3 days a week, so I don't have much time for streaming. So these streams that I've been doing every day will go down to about once or twice a week, simply because I have to fit them in when I've got time. Usually probably on a Tuesday and a Thursday. I can't guarantee that. So I'm afraid the frequency will go down. Hopefully not the quality, but the frequency will go down in due course. Oh, someone's dropped a newt there. Last night I did went to Nuka World on tour, then which is down here. I don't really know where the Nuka World tour is there. Yeah, and I did mission or two events, and they're quite fun. They're good fun events down there. I'll certainly get involved in them if you get a chance. How far have you got on Fallout 76, David? I presume you've left the vault and you've gone exploring, so what have you done so far? I also did a mission last night, where was it? In a mine somewhere, I can't remember where it was. Uplink, it's on here. It's not going at the moment. Uplink, you can face anything, but I faced hordes of robots. Didn't realise you could run past them. I ended up getting myself dead several times, so yeah, it's not fun. I mean, what I was saying about getting a bit fed up playing the game, I'm not saying I'm going to stop playing Fallout 76 because it is one of my favourite games. I'm just saying that I would like to occasionally play a game that's not Fallout 76, just occasionally. So if anyone's got any suggestions what they might like, by all means let me know and I'll see what I can do. I can go on the Xbox. What I need to do at the moment is get myself a new headset for the Xbox because I need headset with a microphone. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. Anyway, it's a really good game, and once you get into it, it's good. I would advise you to do your daily and do your missions as well. Do events if you can. Events can be a bit daunting to do, and even people my level, events can be a bit daunting. But just go in there. All you really need to do is to make sure you can grab all the loot by tagging the whatever happens to be in the way of enemy. And when I say tagging, I mean just make sure you get at least one bullet in. With the Scorchbeast Queen, you need to get about 1,000 damage to claim the loot. With most enemies, all you need to do is just get a bullet in them, and then you can claim your share of the loot. So when you're doing a mission or an event, just make sure you can claim the loot by tagging the enemy at least once, by just shooting it at least once, and you can claim your share of the loot. Oh look, guess what I found? Lead, lots of it. Just when I don't need it. Should I take it? Don't really need it at the moment. I'm going to take it anyway. A bit of light on the subject. Looks like it's the only one in there. Oh, there's one over in the corner. With this game, sometimes people like to do camp building, and that's the fun they get out of it. I don't get much fun out of building camps. I prefer to go around and play the actual game. But this is the thing about Fallout 76, is whatever you want it to be. If you enjoy playing camps, If you enjoy building camps, do it. If you don't, then don't. And that's why I like the idea of any game where you can build. Years ago, when my son and I were playing, I can't remember what game it was, but it was a game where you could buy houses. It was an adventure game where you could buy houses. Okay, Dave, I'll have a look at that later on, mate, when I finish the stream. Yeah, when I was playing with my son, you could build a house. You could even get married. It was, I think it might have been Fable, one of the original Fables, and we just so much wanted to get houses so we could go and visit each other's houses. and that's where Fallout 76 provides you with that. We've got camps. You can actually go to a camp on the map and have a look around and see what other people have done. Whereas games with just a hub area, you can't really do that. I do like that idea. Having said that, Fallout 76 is very much its own game. I've never come across a game like Fallout 76 since. Minecraft maybe, but that's not got all the shooting element to it. I've never played it, to be honest, but yeah. Down there. Okay, so that. I think Bethesda will have a hard job following this. I really do. Yeah. Have you done your backpack yet? Have you built your backpack yet? Because you can build a small backpack from the word go. That'll give you a bit of extra carry weight. I know today's not very exciting, generally speaking. This is probably my last stream before I go back to work, so I'm just trying to enjoy it. Mess around for a bit. Yeah, okay, as long as you've got your backpack, that'll give you a bit of extra carry weight. The other things you can do for carry weight is look at your perk cards when you get perk cards, and you can always choose the ones that strength. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Yeah, if I can go in there and have a look at the perks. Yeah, let's see. If you look at all the perks, I mean, you've got like strong back, travelling pharmacy, bandolier, all make your stuff that you've got to carry way less. For instance, travelling pharmacy will actually make your chem way less. That's stim packs and everything. Ballistic ammo will be way less. Strong back will give you an extra carry weight anyway. And I think the more you put into strength, I'm not exactly sure of the details. There's people who would quote you exactly how much. But with strong back, that will give you 10 to carry weight. And I say the more you put into strength, the more weight you'll be able to carry. Also, if you get a set of power armor, grab it quick, because that will give you extra carry weight as well. In fact, if you haven't already got a set of power armor, there's one in the thing is, I mean, everyone's low level when they start out. I started out, I mean, I was really crap at this game when I started, and I still am, some people might say. But it's just a question of building yourself up. Do you have power armor? If you haven't got any power armor, I'll show you where you can get some. Right, okay, let's show you where you can get some power armor. So we go back to the map, and here somewhere there will be, where is it? I hate it, these things are in the way, I can't see anything. Do you know what? I know what, oh here it is. I think this is the one anyway. Shouldn't tell you. If you can get a basic power armor frame, then you can add bits to it as you go around. You'll find when you do, yeah, this is on. When you do missions and events and so on, you'll get bits and pieces of power armor, and you can add them to your frame. So what you do is go in here. I think, oh, I'm really not sure if this is a place after all that. But we'll have a look. Yeah, this is the one. colour. Right, in these railway carriages here, you find there's lots of stuff to pick up as well. Now where is it? That one. Right, go through here and there's this bit. And there is a set of power armour. Now it's T60, so I'm not sure how you use it. What you need to do is just enter it, and once you've entered it, oh, well done. Didn't die at all. Once you've entered that, and then exit power armour, the power armour will just be standing there. Within 60 seconds, it will be transferred into your inventory. And then you can treat it like any other piece. So you can put it in your stash, you can put it into repair, and so on. You'll notice this has got you've got a right arm, right leg, left leg, no chest piece. So you need to collect the rest of the pieces. But you can do that eventually, and also you'll need to start collecting fusion cores. But anyway, you need to get that. That's in, so you know where it is. That's in Morgantown Train Yard. And it's in a train carriage. Also in there, there's going to be bits and pieces you can pick up, water, coffee pot and so on. But over the other side there, usually there's some ammo as well. So there you go. That's where you find your power arm from. You can't get robbed if you put your stuff in your stash. You can lose it any time if you're carrying it around with you, anywhere in the wasteland. If you die, you lose your stuff until you go back and pick it up. If you put it in your stash, it is safe. And you see, there's lots of bits and pieces there, and there's also in this area you've got somewhere down there. I think you've got yeah, there it is. You've got a weapons and an armour workbench, and you can scrap all your stuff. All I can say to you is keep scrapping your stuff. Because all the time you scrap your stuff, for a start you'll keep your weight down. But then as soon as you can, get back to your camp and put it in your stash. Eventually you'll run out of room in your stash, but that'll be quite a while. So be careful what you're putting in there. Everything's got a limit on it. Have you done any events yet, though? Do we need to repair any more weapons? That's an interesting point. That's okay, that's okay. That's need a bit of work. That'll be alright for the moment, and that's okay. No, all the weapons are sorted. I know I repaired all my armour because I made sure of that. Right, so I'm going to have a look on the map and see if there's anything interesting to do. What's this? Do that. Project Paradise. Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I'll be able to join that now. It might be a bit late, but we'll go anyway. Project Paradise is you have to kill the creatures that are killing. Maybe it'll be self-explanatory. Doing the quest is fine, but doing events will get you a lot of rewards you won't get in other areas. This is where you get your legendary weapons from and so on. And legendary, you can get better weapons. There we go. Actually, I better put more power armor. Now, this is what I'm saying, you don't have to be good at these games, just make sure that you get a bullet into whatever it is you're shooting at and you can claim the stuff that it drops. I've gone that way now. Shooting. You do the nearby corpses thing and pick up everything all around there.
He's actually completed the experiment. Now I can analyze the results.
Right, now you see what I mean. I'll finish this project. This is an event. I'll finish this. Now you see what I get as rewards. Oh god, apart from getting killed. Hell like that. Thanks for that, mate. You're supposed to revive me. Okay. Oh crap, you did. But you'll see what rewards I got from that was excellent compared to what I normally get. I got a right auto stim right leg, which is 245 power armour. Yeah. One thing I also advise is, if you can, when you're in camp, is just make lots of ammo. Make whatever ammo you use, make lots of it, because you will get through a lot in the early stages. Oh, while I'm here, I'm then going to, if I've got room, where have I put mine? Oh, it's be around there. There it is. I need to do something. Okay. Now, I've got a battery in. There's a generator. Right, what I'll do, get that. Build my generator. And then yeah, you can trade a lot of stuff in. I'll get rid of stuff that way. What I normally tend to do is fill up with rubbish, scrap what I can and put it in my stash, and then when I can't get any more stuff in my stash, I'll go to the traders and sell off all the extra bits I don't use a lot. I don't use mines, grenades and so on, I'll sell them. I don't use chems, so I'll sell them. Right, now we need to, what I'm trying to do is get this working. It's under miscellaneous, I think. I like the idea of I like the idea of having a fruit machine in mine. Oh, there he is. I'll put that in there. That. Can we still get into... Still do that, okay. Now what we'll do is go back here, and then can't remember how to do this. Weird. Somewhere here there's a connector, power connector. Never mind, I'll do that off screen. I thought there was a power connector to connect that. I'm sure there is somewhere. Try one more time. No, I'll work that one out. Don't worry. Right. I swore I was going to get that sorted out today, but never mind. Right, let's have a look on the map, see what else we can do, if anything. Usually the best ones are around the lower end of the map. If you can do radiation rumble, I'd advise you to do that one. It's chaotic, you won't understand what's going on initially, just go around and shoot everything. Eventually, as is usual with the game, all the ones that glow after they die you can loot, and you'll find yourself looting a lot and you'll come away with loads of stuff. You'll be so over encumbered you won't believe it. I don't do Poseidon or any other power thing. It's annoying. Okay, let's have a look at what missions we've got anyway and see what we can do from that. I might be able to do something. Let's try Defiance Has Fallen, start that one. I can't promise I'm going to finish it because I'm only trying to basically enjoy myself today. I don't really want to get too involved in everything else. That's an interesting one. T45, I haven't got T45, I've got Raider. Don't need to do that yet. With these you can get rid of these at right, another thing you can do is, let's go to the station briefly and I'll show you what you can do. I'm two cats, but who cares, I can't be bothered walking. Right, another thing, if you're watching any of these on YouTube, and I know people watch them because I'm getting a lot of views on these, but I'm getting no likes. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching them, even if only briefly, you're getting something out of them. Even if you just watch them for 5 minutes, can you please give me a like or a subscribe? A like would be great, a subscribe would be better. But I want to grow the YouTube channel, and so far, it's not happening in that point of view. I'm getting lots of views, so I'm getting sort of 18 to 25 views per video in the first couple of days, but no likes. So if you don't like what I'm doing, can you let me know what I need to do better? Or if you do like it, just drop a like, please. I'll appreciate it. Any likes you can give me. Right, as regards this one, Dave, you can use this legendary exchange, and that gets you, each one you put in there gets you script. And we see at the bottom I've got 678 script there, which is a hell of a lot of script to have. And there's 460 script in the machine. So anything that you don't use that's a legendary weapon that's got a star next to it, I mean, for instance, if you wore this one as armour, it would automatically lose your stim pack while health is 25% or less once every 60 seconds. So if you die, if you go down on the 25% health, it will automatically use your stim pack. I've got this in several formats, in perk cards, in various others, so I don't really need it. So I can get 10 script for this. So I'm going to do that. And any legendary weapon or armour, you can do that. Now, the point of script, sorry if I'm telling you what to do, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm just trying to give you a bit of help as to what you can do. If you've got script, then you can go to this place, which is called the Rusty Pick, down in that area. Go there. Go inside the Rusty Pick. It's free to get there, you don't get charged caps for it. No, it's at all stations. If you go to railway stations, they've all got one. You can use that machine at any railway station, and it doesn't cost you anything. You just get this script. Now, when you've got script, you can go to this woman here, her name is well, you'll see in a minute. And she is the only trader in the game that can trade legendary weapons for script. This is the only person that can do this. If you trade with her, you'll see what she's got there. You don't actually get a particular weapon. You can't choose what weapon you get. All you can do, and I'll do one for you, is pick whether you want. You can get I'll explain these in a minute. You can get armor, melee weapon, power armor, legendary ranged weapon, armor again. Don't know why that's twice. Oh, 2-star. Yeah, these are 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star. Now, if you're not familiar with the situation, I'll get a 3-star and I'll show you what 3-star means. So let's say I've got 688 script. I've got plenty of it, so I can select a ranged weapon, a 3-star ranged weapon. So I'm going to do that, even though it means spending script, because I'll do that for my friends. Okay, so you give her 100 script, and she gives you, in this case, a suppressor's minigun. Now, those 3 stars relate to 3 different functions this thing has. This one reduces the target's damage output by 25% for 5 seconds. So when they get hit by this, they lose 25% of their damage potential for 5 seconds, which is not very good. You replenish 15 action points for each kill. Speaks for itself. You kill something and you get 15 action points back when you kill it, and 90% reduced weight, which means you can carry this around. Obviously, it's 90% reduced weight. That's why it's a 3-star. It's got 3 things. If I'd chosen 2-star, it would only have 2. If I'd chosen 1-star, it would only have 1. It's all very simple. That's a minigun. I don't get on with miniguns, so I don't use that. Now let's say I want to pick an armour. So we go for a power armour. Legendary power armour. Okay, so this time I've got an auto stim T45 right leg 3-star again. That means you automatically use a stim pack, which is what we had last time. Resistance 25 plus 25 to cryo weapons. And that will be quite good for you actually, because that's junk items way less. Junk items are reduced by 20%, so this would be pretty good for you to wear as armour. But it is power armour, it's T45 power armour. So that's how you do with script. Now this other thing at the top here, what's that? Oh, steel scrap. These modules, basically what they are, you get modules and you what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of that gun. I don't really need that gun. I don't really need the armour. Right, so use this again. Get rid of that. Gets me 45 script, but I just spent 100 on that. I've lost God knows how much. So you see what I mean. You don't get any choice. You just get what she decides, what the game decides you're going to get. So when you go to armour or workbenches, oh god, this thing's slow. I've got a SSD, believe it or not, it's still slow. There again, I am asking to go right across the map, so it's going out into a different area. Right, so if you go to your, well, no, it came out the door. Let's go back to my camp again. I'm not sure what you meant by teleporting. It's just built into the game. You can fast travel to Camp Street. You can fast travel anywhere, to be honest. Once you've got there, once you've been there, you can fast travel to it. I wasn't aware that there was a level involved. Anyway, so explaining the come on that. Right, so when you go to an armour workbench, get out your power armour first, because it doesn't like you doing it with power armour. Now I can leave that sitting there, that'll go back automatically to my, I can't even think straight now. It'll be recalled into my inventory automatically. God, it's not a piece of armour. Anyway, so when you go to an armour bench, you do space for modify or repair. You can choose random legendary mods. And if you choose random legendary mods, you can actually, you can't do it with this one, but you can choose random to 1 and 2 or 1, 2 and 3 legendary things, but you do need to do that, as well as the plans to do it. You do need, I'm trying to think what they're called. Bear with me a second. There you go. You need legendary cores. I've got 44 of those, so if I could make something, I can actually do that. You need legendary cores in order to do that, and legendary mods in order to do it as well. And I've got legendary mods somewhere, but you might have to look up on that one, because I'm not 100% sure on that. You won't be getting involved with legendary weapons just yet anyway. Can I use this thing? No, it's not powered up. There must be a power thing somewhere. It's bugging me. It really bugs me. Oh, appliances. What about doing? No, once the stuff's in your stash, it's safe. I mean, if you go to someone else's stash, you came to my stash, it would just show as your stash.
Hey, you.
Just came by to brighten my day a bit.
In fact, I'm going to double check on that just to make sure I'm giving you. I'm fairly sure on that. I want to double check.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Right, I'll read you what it says here. Vortex Stash is a private instance container. The stash box is only accessible by one individual, so nobody can get in your stash. Well, I wanted to double check, make sure I was right, but I was. Nobody can get in your stash. So once it's done, no, I mean, no one can take the armour if it's in your stash. Anything that's in your stash. I think it weighs about 10. I think it's got a weight of about 10. But I mean, you can carry the armour around with you. It doesn't weigh that much. I mean, I don't really notice. If I go into my items now and go into armour, I always carry extra range of power armour with me. Basically, it never, I never go anywhere with that because you never know when you might need it. So, saves me going back. I've also got. I was showing at the beginning whether you saw it or not, but I've been picking up bits and pieces of armour, and I've got this. I think shelters are available from the word go, but I'm not sure. If you go to shelters here, you can build a shelter. I think if there's a poster that says shelters, I'm not sure I got it there, it's a long time ago. But anyway, I've got one of those. Now if you go down in here with me, you'll see what I mean. I've got down here 2 displays with power armour, other power armour on it. And again, I don't think anyone can take that once it's there. I think it's only accessible by you. So I actually got other power armour, but I always carry the excavator with me because it's basically the best power armour I've got. No, if you put things in your stash, nobody can take it. I promise you, nobody can even access your stash apart from you. I'm going to do this Defiance as Fallen anyway because I don't think I'm giving value for money today. I think I'm probably just being boring, so let's go and see if we can do this Defiance as Fallen. It's over here somewhere. Be down here, I think. Maybe not. Let's have a look. Right. It says there, Camp Venture. So let's go over there. Okay, mate, yeah, no problem. As I say, I don't mind you lurking. I'm not one of these people who has a problem with lurkers. Bearing in mind you're probably the only person who's watching the stream at the moment. I'm just grateful you're there. Must try and get online with you one evening now so we can play. Probably have to be an evening at some point. We'll get together and have a wander around. No, that's okay, that's no problem at all. I might be losing chat soon because my phone's running out of charge. So. interesting. There's another set of power armour there, mate. This one is T45, which is the lowest power armour, but which is pretty good all the same. And it's you got three items there. You got left leg, right leg, and torso. Looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it. I will play one evening, so it's just a question of arranging when we're both online at the same time, to be honest. Right, so where are we? Get rid of all these people. Super. Right, okay, so where are we going? Going here. Password required. Locked door. Right. Quartermaster. Oh, we've got a missions thing now. You can also scrap all your weapons, just don't scrap the ones you're using. Scrap the ones you don't. Every time you scrap a weapon, or not every time, but most times you scrap a weapon, it will actually enable you to discover how to build certain other things. Lower floor to this place. Could be. Okay. So somewhere here, there must be a downstairs. Interesting. Going near them. Ooh, look, terminal. Free States members there. We've been doing the Free States things over the last couple of days. Ella Amos, Casey Banks, Raleigh, Clay. Abby's not on there. Come on. Okay. So far, nothing. Oh well, I thought that got the password on it. Is that another terminal over there? So we've got a load of stuff here at the moment. Commander's terminal, that got a password, I don't know what. Right. I haven't got time to read all this stuff. Well, once again, nothing. Ah, I see. I see.
Thank you, Captain. Jump out. Rather ready for you. Never hear me.
Can't just stay in the U.S. on them. It's gonna happen, and it was only a matter of time when some general or some goddamn politician is gonna exit the vault and start ordering us around.
Apparently I found the password.
Goddamn cycle again. Another wave of nuclear death. If that's not enough, they'll do it again. No, they will. And
I understand. Brotherhood? Type? My first calling what? Elder?
we're not power. We build identity. Take on meaning. Even if it's fixed. It was the knights scribed after the fall of Rome. Check the overthrow of Western civilization. So we are the inside of our world. But we need more than names, I mean. Tradition.
Right, so we should be able to get in.
Necessary.
What else can I do? Declare myself president? Make you a senator? Ground. One of the radical
Okay, so we should be able to get in now. I don't know how I found the password, but it must have been in that note from Tommy.
Every goddamn soul. Why? Shit. Loved one, even a goddamn mailman. To replace something. The white people's souls. With a little more than walking a dead.
I'll do my best to see the orders carried out, sir.
It is time. People have a hunger to believe in something.
Right, so we want to get in this. Let's get in this. I can't remember where it was. Is that one? Oh, there it is over there. We've got the marsupial still, so I can jump about all over the place. Ah, we finished with Defiance apparently. Oh, we finished with the other one, sorry. Right, I've been here before, so I'll be able to go again. For some reason, I got the impression I had to find a key from somewhere for that place. Watched too many YouTube videos, that's the trouble. Right. That was a tough one. Took 3 shots, that one. That one's 3 on it. Let's get up here and see if we can repair this thing. Right, report defiance. What should we do now? Cup of tea? Go home? No idea what I'm supposed to be doing now. I'll discover the Brotherhood's fate. That sounds good. Let's do that then, shall we? Well, that seems like a good place to start. What? Scorched beast. Okay. That's not very good. Let's see if we want to go 6 in that direction. Okay, let's be next door then. God, I wish these wouldn't explode like that. I'm old, you know. Doesn't do me any good with seeing stuff like that. Oh, what did I do? Well, apparently I died. Also said I got loads of stuff for some reason. Oh, I must have finished that quest, started again. Take your right to the floor. Okay. Does that look elevator long? No, it's just the door, isn't it? Yeah, very peculiar. I'll take all the stuff anyway. Ooh, what's that over there? Oh, it's the elevator.
Only registered Brotherhood of Steel personnel allowed past this point.
Right, should be one of those, is it? Got register for security. I'll go up. No. Don't you just love these games? Got past that one easy enough. No, what's this?
Just leave me alone. This is a mistake. You came back. And I'm still here. Crying. This is Allegheny Asylum. Or rather, Fort Defiance. That's what the Brotherhood of Steel called it when they took up residence here. Fort Defiance. Defiance against the scorched threat will just exemplify. They're all gone now. They took the last stand here. They could come back to Scorch. Oh, well. Oh no. Oh, my son. You will not the people his sister died for. If it weren't for the Brotherhood. You should not have left with me. I'm still sick now. Oh, maybe. You'll just found another cause.
Hmm.
The monster of anything and everything that isn't death. The one. The reason. The reason my sister had to die. Sorry. You're so cruel.
Hmm.
Answer your question. Why should I be? Nothing to live for anymore. The storks came to Appalachia. I ran away. I really wanted to join the Brotherhood. No, it's better to die than something. Good for nothing. Okay. I'll look at it. Please, look like Joe. And I made one too many mistakes. I can never take back this miserable existence. My parents and mom died. Killed in the war. My sister. I mean, the Brotherhood died. Last time. I was so determined to see the world through to a better future. She fought for it. Here, before Defiance. Now I get to see her. Maybe not. I'll always just before you.
Feeling sorry for himself then. Just in case the volume's too low, I can't have the volume too high because it repeats on the stream. He's just basically lost his sister and his family, and he's feeling sorry for himself. Is what it comes down to. But it's his full defiance. So. Why is it sending me out there? I've got a feeling I just went to the wrong place. Wrong place. Right, I'll be back in a second, so I'll ask you to bear with me. I'll get myself a drink. That's it. Okay, back again. Now it's saying this of security, it's saying 0 for that. Oh, I wonder if there'll be knowledge is elsewhere. Where is forbidden knowledge? Is that a side quest? Yes, side quest. Yeah, that's elsewhere. Okay, no, that's fine. That's why I can't. That's why I was being led astray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that one for now. Because it's more concentrating on recruitment blues. So, got to go that way now. Seriously, it's in there. Oh, I've got to go upstairs. Which is a bit weird because it's telling me to use the elevator. Never mind. Oh, that's a Radix, right. I'm a bit of an explorer at the moment. I know I've got to go upstairs eventually, but where'd they go? They're coming up with 6 and 5 now. Right, nothing now apart from a typewriter. Oh, we'll have that. And anything else going? Right, somewhere a set of stairs. I wonder. A bit worthless. Right, I'm fairly sure I've got to find some stairs here somewhere. get upstairs to get in the elevator, whatever that means. I would have thought getting upstairs meant getting in the elevator, but there you go. So, neither of those then. Stairs. Okay. Okay, this seems to be the place then. Except 50 in that direction is a long way. We take notes, what the hell. There's a handcuff on the bed there. These days that doesn't necessarily mean what you normally mean. Now, can I get over there? Possibly. Because I have got marsupial. No. Okay, not worth a try. Yeah, well, we're down here now, so let's try down here. Okay, go back this way again then. You know, my trouble is I'm too easily pleased. I just dive off in any random direction. Appalachia? Must be the main door then. Yes, I've been here before. Terminal there. Mr. Silvers who came in earlier. Have a look at that one. Now, I see some stairs in there. I believe I did. At Victorium, whatever that means. Right. Okay, so where are we going now? Going 42 that way. Try the same with again. No. Okay, so we can't do that. Oh, just got myself stuck. Oh, let's go back in again. And don't get stuck again. Right, I'm just going to put my phone on charge, so I won't be looking at chat for a minute. again. So, it's left us right outside, that's very kind of it. And then we start from scratch and don't get stuck. As I'm always getting stuck, me. Right, here we are at the main entrance again. Oh, I'll have a drink. Oh, that's really nice. And we can have a twist. And some possum meat. Rat meat. Right, that should give me a bit more because I'm on a bloody bill, which means the less health I've got, the more carry weight I've got. Thanks to the armour provided for me by my friend many moons ago. Back in a minute. Got to get chat going again. Wait a minute. So that. I think it's fair to say that, regarding what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, all the new games, that Fallout offers a lot in the way of different bits and pieces. Simply from the point of view that you've got RPG, you've got shooting. Just generally speaking, there's so much in this game. Fallout games have always been pretty good value for money. Right, let's try and get back where we were again, if I can remember where we were. We have to go through it, I remember that. I never actually played the original Fallout 76 game when it came out. I remember at the time everyone moaning because it wasn't any good, which is fair enough. I mean, you buy a game and expect it to work off the bat. There's stairs up there, maybe I can go that way. It still says I need to go up. Actually, forgot about that as well. Forgot to join a group. So we join one. Join that one. Finish on top there. Right, back upstairs we go. Ah, we seem to be on the right level this time anyway. Oh, that's sad. I'm as long as they're teddy bear till the very end. So there's a workbench here somewhere at some point. Anything there? Telephone. Get circuits out of telephones. Always good for copper. And tray, more metal. What goes on here? Ooh. One over there. I've no idea where I'm going, I'm just going. It says you have to go, so we'll go, shall we? Another bed. Money. Not going to go to bed just yet. Going to go up. Ooh, magazine. Where's that poster? Okay, pick that up, it's just a bed. Damn. God, I that was a poster. See if we can get the well-rested thing. Stay here for a few seconds. This lovely Coca-Cola poster. Okay, we're all rested, we can move. Right. And off we go again. Grey tortoise, what a strange name for cigarettes. Never mind. I'm sure developers have their reasons. In the fridge. Mr. Mash. Lovely. Just what you need, some mashed potato. We go in there? Nothing much in there. No, not really. Okay, and this one. Cool, got stuck again there for a minute. Yeah. It's the usual crap. Ooh, that's rubbish up here. Okay. And nothing much in there. Why have I got binoculars on? That would be good in a battle, wouldn't it? I'll just get my binoculars out and start shooting you. I can't believe we're not over encumbered yet. We aren't, but we will be shortly. 21 through there. Oh, look at that. 17, so going down there. Not quite. So 11, is it in that room then? Looks like it. Yeah, we've got an elevator up here as well. Ah, security, I bet that's it. I hope that's it anyway. Yes. Well, that's good news anyway. At least we've got somewhere to scrap our stuff. Okay, that's that done. Check the weapon. Make sure it's in fairly good nick. Yeah, that'll do for now. Don't want to repair it if we don't have to. Okay, so we've got bypass security. It says it's somewhere. Ah, this looks like it could be it.
Congratulations, Appalachia. Our integrity told me your victory is undefeated. No, it was costing you future generations in pain. I, next now, makes me proud. That's not why I'm called. One of the Brotherhood's standing orders is on the lookout for Dr. Stone. Anything that would help us. As I look, every direction is chaos. The lights are out, and men have become little better than barbarians. Civilization. Civilization is something I think is insane. I know Libby's probably sick of the word.
Mm.
Claiming that on the center something. Those secrets are dangerous, slipping through our fingers forever. So far, our job is tools to help protect our lives. That brother. Our civilization. We have to grab every fact, every policy, every book, every goddamn note, all the building blocks to the old world before it's too late. Try to hold on, preserve, perhaps even protect the other. Protect.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? That's about the fourth time I've been here in the last week. Right. Well, send us here. We better go there, I suppose. Yeah, not doing too well, mate. I'm doing trying to find fault defiance. I found fault defiance, and now it's in order to access what I need in there. I've got to go to the Capitol building and try and get myself a military ID. So yeah, here we go again. I've been to this place so many times over the last few days. I really have. Perhaps I'm not in a good mood. No, I'll kill myself. Right. We go. I just hope I've only got to go in here. Terminal. Right. I think they're playing silly beggars on this one, to be honest. They're just sending you here, there, and everywhere for the fun of it. Well, I presume you've got to turn it into one of these guys. Department B. Let's see. That must be this one.
Stations are required to take a number and wait for the automated number terminal. Call their number before being served. Have a nice day. Stations are required to take a number and wait for the automated number terminal. Call their number before being served. Have a nice day.
So this way then. Ah. Terminal. There's some water wire in it.
Stations are required to take a
Apparently that wasn't it. Where did that come from? It pushed me outside again, I'm not going to be happy. No, good. Right, better. I'm stuff back now. That was a waste of time doing that otherwise. Right, where we go now? Oh god, not another one. How many more of these things are there? Right, can be one of those, is it? Oh dear. It's the trouble being blooded. As soon as you get into conflict with something up close, then you've had it. I'll take them back again. Right, and I'm getting sick to death of this. It's only one. Yeah, I've levelled up. One thing I find frustrating about this game is where they tend to throw stuff at you when you're in a relative. Oh god, see what I mean? 2 more. How many more? I've done 6, 7 in the last 10 minutes. Very frustrating. I'll go back and get all this stuff yet again. This time, crouch. Right. It's not here, so it's got to be over this way. So I'm 7. It's got to be this guy. Really? He's going to send me out and try and get a... Oh dear. This game cracks me up sometimes. where have we got to go for this postmarks thing? 15 and that 11. Back to here then. 2, 3. Junk mail, yes. Okay. Now I've got to talk to the blooming robot again. The stupid thing is, you feel such a sense of achievement doing really silly stuff like that. Absolutely stupid missions like that. You think, oh yeah, I'm so good, you know. You got to keep it right. And we're back at the Department of Motor, yeah, in that place, yeah. Hello, me again.
Male identified. Danny. Danny. The MAC address on EMB 8221C. Acquire EMB 8221C. Dash B. Authorization from Charleston Courthouse. Have a nice day. Greetings, C-42.
Oh dear. Right, here we go again. This time I am going to put on the power armour. Maybe that'll make me last a little while longer. I'll tell you what, that robot will be getting a slap about now from me. Right. Okay, go from this way then. Okay. Right. Right, where are we going? Going in there by the looks of it. And you can guarantee, because I saw it moving, power armor as well. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is getting annoying. This is getting very annoying. Oh, because some robot wants to find a bit of paper. Right, this way. terrible habit of coming out in power arm when I don't need to. I've lost all the rubbish I picked up on the way in here anyway, so I think. Oh no, here we go. It's at this point in the game where I start getting really, really frustrated now. I've lost all the junk that I had before somewhere, and I haven't got a clue where. And now I'm getting attacked on a regular basis by these things and killed when I'm wearing power armour. Let's check on the junk. Bloody things. Yes, you'll see the worst of me now. This is a simple little mission. Basically, all I've got to do is pick up a bit of paper and take it back to a robot, and I'm just getting attacked by anything and everything. Right, it's fine. We are going to do our best. He only has that life left in. Never mind. Right, here we go again. All that for a couple of caps. Right. Okay. I shall not lose my temp. Oh, somebody's just bought something. Right. That one after. Oh, I don't believe this. Every time I get near, every single time I get near doing what I need to do, something starts attacking me. I have to go back to the beginning, start again. Maybe these things are tough normally. They're just coming at you in. I've killed you once already. Right. Do I need this? In there. And we're back here again. Oh, there's another one over there. Perhaps the rest of me stuff. I hope so. No. Right, let's get to the blue robot again. Oh, I'm not going through this again. Oh, there's a stash there. I want to get the feeling I'll have to have more picture taken eventually. Right, I'll have a look to see what junk I've got now. Hopefully I should have, yeah, should have a fair bit. Not a lot compared to what I picked up earlier on, but there you go, kind of everything. I can understand going through the game you have to shoot things. I understand that. Why do you have to shoot things when all you want to do is turn a bit of paper into a robot, if you pardon the expression? Seven caps, huh? Oh, okay. Right, so basically it's telling me where are they coming from? I'm getting annoyed now, you can tell, can't you? I should be able to go and talk to this guy.
Wait for your number to be called. Wait for your number to
Are you kidding me? Why is this stuck?
wait for your number to be called. Mandatory second ending in 5, 4, 3, 1. String terminated. Beginning flight. TMP 8 1 C. Unassociated paperwork identified. A scanning. LOI 3 4 forward slash 1. Establishment 1. Consult the helpful evidence from the application. Have a nice
Either this is really the most annoying game ever, or annoying part of the game ever, or they're deliberately making a point about the intransigence of people who work in official places. I've got a feeling it's the latter. Right. Error 34B1 error code handling. Here we go. 34B1. Birth certificate. Oh God. Governor seal. Okay. Right, I notice it's about 12:15 and I've been going quite some time now, so I'm going to probably knock it on the head soon and finish this off later. Let's just see how easy it turns out to be for the next, say, 10 minutes. And then after that, I'll decide. It's getting near lunchtime, I'm hungry. This time tomorrow, I shall be going to work for the first time in ages. Let's go back in here again. Okay. Feels like a lifetime because I had a lot of time off sick. Talking of which, gentlemen and ladies, I had a medical procedure that I was going to have, and it's, touch wood, has turned out all clear, so we're okay on that front. Right, let's go this way again. So got a bit more faith in the future now than I did have. What I had was possibly life-threatening, or what I thought I might have was possibly life-threatening, so I'm quite glad that that's over and done with. It turned out not to be after all that. I don't care, because you know what's down here, loads of ghouls, that's what's down there. 54. Yeah, so I was quite pleased about that. Right, at least this one we can see all these two. Oh. I do like little touches in the Charleston building. It's like Christmas all the time. And I love Christmas. Right, 29 in that direction, 28 in that direction. Okay. 20, 17, 16 over here. because I think that's what we need. Oh, we had a look at this one the other day already. Okay, so it can't be that then. Seal. Ah! Oh God, here we go again. Was it worth going in that kitchen? XP, I suppose so. Then we're going to go in there because these things have got circuits in them, and circuits are hard to come by. Right, so let's go back where we came from then, again. And talk to the robot, and again. And there's a monster out there, again. Alright, yep. Right. And right that way. Back to the DMV again. Yeah, they must be making a point about how tedious public employees are with this. That's all I can think, because this is very frustrating even for a game. Okay, suppose you have any robots. Let's see if we can do this thing now. Right. After all that, we finally got where we were going. And now I bet it's gone back to Fort Defiance again. Right. I keep on saying I'm going to give this up. I'll try 5 more minutes. Yeah, I really must get some lunch. Getting hungry now. No, I'm shooting them for that machine to do it for me. Perhaps not then. Damn. Again. Right, off we go again. At least I know where my stuff is because it's next to the burning car. Okay, sometimes I just like to run past them and get fed up with that machine to deal with most of them. Right, upstairs then. Must be nearly there now. Ha! This is where we were before. I'll do that one more after then. So, now we can go upstairs. He wants us to go to the 4th level. Okay, that's that done then. She wants us to save her country. I think it's pretty late for that, really. Now, do I need a T60? I've got Raider armor and I've got XO1. I think I've probably got enough out of power armor for the moment. Don't really want any more. That one. And do this. Got a new mission, Belly of the Beast. Now, while I'm here, by now this must be, no, it's still alright. Let's just see if I can do a, yeah, I can do a workbench repair, that's fine. Take it up over, look at what it should be anyway. Let's just check. Workbench repair there. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's clear that, scrap everything. Okay. Now, let's have a look at missions. Belly of the Beast. Pence. I don't want to do that just yet. An unsigned mission we've got. Forbidden Knowledge. Right, this Belly of the Beast looks like it's a new part of this now, so what I'm going to do is get rid of that for the moment and then see how difficult this side mission Forbidden Knowledge is. But not today, because I need something to eat. So, thank you for watching everybody, and I hope you enjoy my little diatribe about the original about the new games that are coming out soon and everything. Do you know what, I'll take that. I know. I'll just keep it in the stash. It's only got one arm, but it's better than nothing. Right. I'll take that back now. And hopefully that doesn't leave me too overweight, if you pardon the expression. 270. Okay, yeah, so thanks for watching, much appreciated, and hopefully I'll be back again. As I say, from now on it's probably going to be maybe once or twice a week. I might squeeze in one on Saturday, but Saturday I usually spend with my wife, so it's very unlikely. So it's more than likely going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, plus the other one when I can squeeze it in. She's very good about my hobbies, and she probably won't say no if I ask her if we can do a stream, so it might be more often, but I'm only sorry that the holiday is over now and that we're going to be able to less time to do streaming. Never mind, we'll get there. So, once again, thanks for watching, and hope you all have a very nice day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now.